Hey, this is Off to Battle with Jeremiah Bork, and I am starting the action right away as I do this Khalida siege of the Cult of Sigmar. And I don't have my units perfectly placed. I'm actually getting a tower being up on my artillery here. But as fortune would have it, a small reinforcing army is coming here in 1 minute. I have my own reinforcing army way over that way. And I also have a couple of I'm gonna hang up on the pronunciation. Sepulchral stalkers. But anyway, I'm trying to have them break down a gate on the other end. And frankly, it does not go very well. But this was the main event initially. I wanted to just have this sort of thing punished because they appeared right beside where my army was spawning by default anyways. So, need some archers to shoot at that captain. It's doing a little bit of damage. Khalida here to sort things out. So in very short order, he's fleeing, but he's not finished off. Like, gonna have more action here. This Tomb Prince is acting, sorry, that's an Eclotect actually. On a chariot. So he's there to help in melee and help out my constructs. I have one Tomb Scorpion and a Shabti with great bows in Khalida's army. Because of the soft rework, she didn't get her cavalry that she would have had in Warhammer 2. But, and also, I spec'd Khalida into personal melee for the most part. She does start out as a duelist. Here, I thought, okay, plus per units, let's get a spell in there. So immediately, the vortex moves towards my own troops. I'd never had it move actually backwards before, but that's a lesson that I actually learned. So we are not escaping this battle without damage, that's for sure. The funny thing here, as this is being wrapped up, is they got wise to what I was doing here, and they actually had Volkmar the Grim come in this area. He's coming in there right now. Because it was cavalry, I'm like, okay, aren't these guys anything large? Maybe they can actually do something with things. That didn't work out. He got some support, and after that, all I could really do is to stop wasting my artillery ammo. I'm already depleted a fair bit for ammunition between these guys, which is interesting. They got out that much of the... But that's good, because against halberdiers, that's not a bad thing. So that got sorted out, and then I was having to figure out what to do with my secondary army. And again, the Swarm Sharpers were just getting pounded by tower stuff. And that's very interesting that just from being in the general area, way over here, that this tower was functioning. But anyway, I took my lumps, and I was trying to evacuate these guys here when their battle did go. But in the meantime, I was able to get these towers up, and then it was just a matter of trying to get favorable engagements against everything that was within my reach. But just trying to organize an army this large was a big pain. I mean, organizing and not have it be really, really easy to play for all sorts of artillery towers. But now we start getting a good, honest fight between Tomb Guard and halberdiers. And you see over here that I start getting the Necropolis Knights heading towards the gates, and Khalida's going to help me break it down. Here you have the Necropolis warriors coming in to mess up with, the halberdiers. And I've looked at people talk about these guys, like why the hell are they considered anti-infantry if they don't have an anti-infantry bonus? And yes, every unit in Aegis Army gets praised. And the reason for that is because of these double swords that they're whipping out. Because those will attack at a higher speed than the Halberdiers. But still, in this case, they're basically just holding until I can get this gate down and just take the knights and go into the rear of these Halberdiers and then they'll be completely broken. This was not organized for me, and that's just the way it is. But artillery not being as accurate could be cuts both ways. Still, losses I didn't exactly want to take. You see the angles for this. That's quite a lot of range that they had. So they finally just got people off the walls and they were no longer able to fire. You know, have the gate come down. At this point, I was able to quickly get back here and just order stuff into the fray. So quickly, apparently not as much as I thought. That's the thing about organizing a big battle. You see that they're kind of stuck there. Oh well. The Tomb Guard did decently against the Halberdiers. Yeah, I finally got the gate smashed here. I've got my stalking units trying desperately to flee from Volkmar the Grim. But I mean, separating these units, like, there was a point to that, yes, but I could have easily just lost one of my units here if they hadn't come up in morale again. If I'd gotten them there with a character, that might have actually worked, but I didn't want to take even more risks. But I didn't know that they'd actually get Volkmar personally involved. So here I just have the archers to, I mean, they really murder stuff like Halberdiers because there's no significant harm. And after that, it's just trying to push, take advantage. And here we have another one of my Tomb Scorpions coming in. Oh! Look at that. I've heard about the animation being really good. So, because it was a full health Tomb Scorpion and I had help in the area, I just sent it against the Halberdiers without any problems whatsoever. They're not bad. The Necrotect earlier actually increases the number of Tomb Scorpions I have available, I think it is. So, that's why I have another one. It's not like I'm even using them often. But they're there. And they're contributing to my efforts. In here, knights versus swords. It's not going to go well for it. And then archers. Yeah, it's not going to go well for it either. Here we have great swords, the original garrison commander, and great swords up there too. Annoying, but we do have so many forces that we can just put down. The Tomb Scorpion is also kind of piercing easy. And here, yeah, it's just exploiting the situation as best as possible. And that's not artillery coming in. So this is back in time to before the battle took place. So the situation, I have a mission here, seek and destroy, and it can be accomplished by destroying one army of the cult of Sigmar. And they're the ones that are here. So in the broader situation, I have this area, this whole stretch under my control. This is a target of opportunity. But having said that, I have Khalida in a good situation here. Pretty decent army for this stage of the game. I'm at turn 55. And the rework to the Tomb Kings helps a lot for uh, giving us access to stuff early on that we wouldn't be able to get in the Warhammer 2 version. So we have two little armies here, Volkmar the Grim there being probably the biggest threat there. But also here a couple of great swords, captain, general, a couple of halberds. That doesn't worry me too much. The garrison is a more formidable threat for the most part. So of course we have two full stats. But the point is, this is a target of opportunity, and I don't feel a crippling need to avoid the battle. Because I am sieging, I could take the secondary army and just go after their secondary army and drive it off to God knows where. But I don't know if I could follow that up. And even if I did, it was just annoying for the rest of the siege. It's just not significant enough to avoid it. And if you're wondering from my perspective what would be the Sun Tzu thing to do, Sun Tzu hated sieges, because at the time that the Art of War was written, sieges were extremely costly. There wasn't really any good technology for making them easier or better. So, to him, they were just a huge waste of manpower and time, which is a completely valid thing to say. But in a situation like this, it's a small settlement. We have two armies. We have relatively weak defenders. It is a good opportunity for us to attack and to just take it in one go. And that's why I initiated the battle as I did. This is the aftermath of the battle, and because I caught this reinforcing army very, very early on and broke it, they still survivors, the other stuff does not. And I do need the money, so I will sack it. Where did they get off? Proceed with the mission. And let's do this. An easy, decisive victory. Because those rules are not consequential, I'll get them out of their existence. Very good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the rather messy siege battle.
The goddess of vengeance appeased!
I'm not so good that I can't laugh at myself. Yeah. Everybody take care.